Hello, long time guys, long time. I'm testing the connection. I hope it's good. So, tomorrow I'm gonna start,
Be sure to use it to best advantage.
I'm gonna start applying for work from home jobs. I hope the connection is good. Meow meow meow.
What?
Gotta silence these guns.
What? Back underground! Icket Claw! Scary race! Guide us on one! Rats underneath! Rats underneath! Icket Claw! Clan rats! Council's command! Shriek, shriek! Yes! Catapult! Back underground!
No, it's been a very long time since I last streamed. Hope it's okay. Hope it's alright.
What? Orders? Yes! Steven, yes! Rattling gun! Now, ready, now! Steven, yes! Warp fire through her! Guide us, horned one! Kill time! Clan rats! Sling stab! Back underground! Midas horned one. Clan rats! Yes, yeah, yeah! Storm Demon, now! Wield the winds!
So yeah, how are you guys? It's been a long time. Do you guys remember me at all? You guys still remember me? Meow meow meow.
Hemsfire! Fight attack! Our tile's yours! Warp lightning! Warp stone magic! Them die, die! Clan rats! Ready, ready! They flee! Kill, yes! At once! Yes, superior one!
Man, that's a boring way to win. Oh, I haven't won. They still have mortars. They can still win.
Clan rats! Skaven! Yes, yes! Warlock of
Interestingly, they didn't attack.
Screen Rickato crack! Rats underneath! Let's trace! For the Valentine! Icket Claw! Storm Demon Prime! Clan rats! Get them! Icket Claw! Warlock Gentiles! What orders?
I'm covered by the trees.
Master of masters! Red crack! Skaven, yes, yes! Captain's command! Rattling gun! Hasten, hurry! Warlock Gentiles!
Yo, what happened to my avatar? Lol. It's pretty funny.
For the Vermintide! Onwards! Warp fire thrower! Attack charge! Icket Claw! Quick, fast! Now, move! Warlock Gentiles! Stab! What orders? What? Our tail's yours! What? Murder, kill! Now, move! Quick! Storm burning! Retreat! Murder, kill! Now, move! Attack! String the couple! Hit claw! Storm demon! Now! Warp lightning! Rick-a-rack! Clemskaya! March Scotty, yes! We obey! Faster, scurry! Warp fire thrower! Stab! To the vermin tide! Warp fire thrower! Infernal weapons! Storm vermin!
Sorry about my avatar.
Warp fire thrower! Greed! Squeak! Greed, yes! Kill contraptions at hand! Wields the wind! Ready? Icket claw! Rattling gun! What orders? Attack! Hasten, hurry! Clan rats! Greet and a car! Faster, scurry! Guide us, old one! Icket claw! Warp stone magic! Back underground! Casting death phase! Storm demon! Now! Warp fire thrower! Ready! Warp fire thrower! Death kill! For the vermin tide! Council's command! Stop! Fight attack! Die! Guide us, horned one! Now! Ready now! Horned
Why aren't they obeying my command? Oh, skirmish mode.
Good master. Our tail's yours. Onward! Safe thing! Ready! Yes! Quick! Rick-a-rack! Rattling gun! Guide us, on one! Council's command! Campfire! What? Attack! Charge! Warp lightning! Scamper! Scatter! March! Sorry, yes! Attack! Warp fire through!
Skirmish mode.
Attack! Crease and a car! Crease! Yeah! We move! Council's command! Die! Storm burning! Stop! Go! Die! Battle! Rattling gun! Retreat!
Man, if everyone runs for them, we lose.
wields the wind! Casting death
the frick?
to me! Our tale's yours. We obey. What? Yes. Scampering. And plant rats. Scampering. Yes.
Wow, and these guys never run.
Back underground.
Oh, no, they are.
Now! Ready now! For the family! Nasty things die!
Excuse me.
Rattling gun!
Come on. GG. Really fought to the last man. Anyway, right now I'm still deciding where I'm gonna do my job. I mean, I'm literally gonna do it in my room. But I'm thinking which wall is gonna be my backdrop. I need a plain white wall. So the other day I bought a curtain. I've been testing my cheap laptop and then my solar station. Just yesterday I started using my solar station to power up my electric fan, and it's doing well. No, anything to take out any amount from the electric bill. Days ago I tried to run my main PC on solar, but then on the ceiling, on my roof, bro. In one option, let me think about it. Man, the problem is it's hot. I tried it last night and it gets hot. My laptop, it's not, it's not near the window. I don't like it. I feel like I have to rearrange my whole room again. Lol. Yeah, I just tried again and I think it is the best option under my loft bed. Man, again, it gets hot. It's in the other side of the room, far from my window. I think I gotta soundproof it a little, you know. I don't wanna be cringe. Gotta soundproof it a little.
Many kills today.
Yo, long time, bro, long time. What up? Wish me luck. I'm gonna have to vacuum my room often if I'm gonna work from home again.
Roger. Here. Serve yourselves up to your
I hope they hire me. Really? What? What are you doing, bro? Good thing I've never fallen out of my bed. It's like freaking, I don't know, 6 feet high. Uh, lol.
Chief Warlock, Icket Claw!
Yeah, I'm gonna do the groceries today and I haven't told you guys, but I don't know, for the past 2 days I've been waking up like a real person, especially today. I woke up at 4 a.m. or something, and I'm awake during the day like a real person. No, that's the joke. That's the usual joke from customer service. When you go back to waking during the day, you're a real person again.
Plague priest.
Um, Man, I really gonna get a job ASAP. So yes, by tomorrow I should be sending my freaking demo videos. I know what you're thinking, guys. You're thinking dirty. Introduction videos.
Kill for me, Rat King.
You guys are thinking dirty.
From here they fly.
But that's not out of the question. Been thinking about that for a long time now. Meow meow meow. How many turns for this lane? Put 3, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Stop! Yes! Kill! Closing on death targets.
Definitely gonna get that one. actually tried the milk tea, the powder type, and I never consumed all of it. I don't know how long I kept it, maybe more than a month. I don't know, 10 packs, 10 sachets of it. I never finished them all. Okay, I'll get one right now. Next turn, I'm gonna hit the next turn, then I'm gonna get it. Doesn't take me long to make it anyway.
Fight later. Knows who his boss is.
Okay. Oh, never mind. I'll just get water. Yeah, I got water. Man, I don't know if I wanna do my lessons, under my loft bed. It gets hot. I don't like it. Man, I'm so excited. I wanna play. Of course, I wanna play Genshin Impact and Dark Tide. I haven't played Genshin in a while. But the grind is very slow. So, whatever. Anyway, I think I struck gold with my laptop. I got it from the... Oh, what's wrong with my eye? What's wrong with my avatar? Why is one eye closed? What the frick? Anyway, yeah, I think I struck gold with my laptop. You know, even newer models cannot compare with the processor. It's a ThinkPad, uh, X230, I think, with an i5 3rd gen.
Spells may be overcast to
What the frick?
potencies, my lord. Yet I advise caution. Channeling so much raw magic at once.
Why is my hero almost down?
War systems on! Not scanning yet!
I love these guys. You know, air burst. Damn. They also have long range.
Go, run! Now, move! Your general has been wounded in the fighting and carried from the field, sire. His loss will be keenly felt by those left fighting. Advance retreat! Recover! Onward! Clan rats! My feet are ready to go! Back underground! Rattling gun! Our tail's yours! Moving! Three! Faster! Scurry! Counter summer! Forward and backwards! Run! Scurry, yes! Tail forward! Spring Ricato crash! Listen! Hurry! They're poison wastewater! Danger! Rattling gun!
Yo, gonna get their general. Got him.
To the landing top! Skitter and leap! Our tail's yours! Move!
Meow, 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 meow.
Our tail's yours! Rattling gun!
Oh man.
Guide us onward!
I hate it when I lose by everyone freaking running away. It's still very nice that Skaven got almost the same number of elves. Imagine living thousands of years just to be killed by a man-sized rat. Thousands of years. Meow, 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 meow. What else do we run here at home? Do we also run the... I'm thinking about other things that I can, solar power rather than having to add them to the electric bill. Right now, I'm very happy. I'm very happy even my fan is run by solar power. Hell yeah, brother. I think this thing is like 80 watts. And, I have a long day ahead. Being someone who wakes during the day now. How about, I don't know, how about when I get an online teaching job? How many hours do I have to work? Eight hours just fine. Then how am I gonna save money? Damn. I need a partner. Just kidding. I need I need someone who's willing to marry. Even stay with me and put up with me. Lol. But up until last year I thought I was gonna be with someone for the rest of our lives. Baby, he gave up. I think they didn't like how I had a very negative mindset. Instead of saying, I'll figure it out. More than a year ago, I always panic. I'm always scared. I always mention about how scared I am. Maybe if I stayed, maybe if I actually tried to be, if I tried to be, a better person, they would still be with me. But, whatever. Still gotta be grateful they put up with it for a long time. How long was that? Almost 4 years. They're a good person. If they wanna come back, I'd accept them. I'd beg them to come back if there was a chance. Lol. I think I lost my... Oh, still here. And I said in regret of all the things I've done. Know that I am all that I'm blessed. Know that I'm known. Valentine again, something that somebody said. Now she's gone. And we'll kill us all, throw ourselves against the wall. No one else can see the preservation of the border and me. Psychosocial, 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 psychosocial. Oh, there are cracks on a rainy day. And fulfill the secrets I've gone. Who needs a lot of mess? Could start over to see how wrong. Now there's only left to rest. For the Mississippi, what a good John. I'm not the only one. And the rain will kill us all. Throw ourselves against the wall. No one else can see preservation of the model in me. Psychosocial, psychosocial. Wow, I am amazed I can still play this. Meow, 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 meow. Devil. Death metal Devil level. Yo, something's wrong with my playing. It's like I can't play this anymore. I never tried my Zealot. Because I like Psyker. Hold on, let me get some more water. Anyway, I just wanna be grateful today. I got to stream. It's been a while since I got to stream. We haven't had internet in a while. I was using data to watch videos and to make my posts for the past week, or more than a week now, and yeah. I'm very grateful to be here, to be playing video games. And I'm really gonna test this connection until tonight, and then I'll make all my applications. I hope that this connection stays reliable. Even when there are storms. Just like late last year when there were storms, but my connection never went out. That was very impressive. I love this provider, and I'm glad to have them back. I don't think anyone will believe how grateful I am for them. Unless they experience the same I'm not just saying this so that I can get, their attention or, you know, special favors. I'm genuinely grateful and impressed. Anyway, enough askissery. So, later I'm gonna do the groceries and, I think I'm gonna get fish. I haven't eaten fish in a while. And of course, I come from a predominantly Christian country, but I'm not that religious, and I still eat, I still eat pork and beef, no matter. Oh yeah, happy Holy Week to you guys. I don't know which ones of you are practicing, but whatever. I don't really believe that. I don't want to share my beliefs, miss. I don't want to share my beliefs because it's gonna be a cause for fights. But, I'm gonna share anyway. I don't really believe that Jesus is God. But for me to say that his teachings aren't good, I'd be stupid. I'd be stupid to say that. I'd be an idiot if I said that. So yeah, I do believe that Jesus' teachings are good. And now, I grew up, during high school, I was really anti, I would always have something bad to say about Christianity. What the frick? But, just me being butthurt. So, don't be like me. Yeah, the server got disconnected. I hope that's not the internet connection. The music in Dark Tide always makes me say, I'm John Wick, y'all. I'm John Wick, y'all. Kasi I gotta bring the quality down so that I can play this game. Increasing the quality always leads to FPS drop. Yeah, right now I'm remembering how much of a freaking anti I was back in high school. Always having something bad to say about Christianity. Man, you know what? I wish I bought two batteries when the prices weren't very high yet. Should have bought another battery.
So I have to admit that from time to time I do make mistakes, which can lead to videos in which pretty much everything goes wrong. Case in point, the video in which I tried turning an induction motor into a generator, so that I can rotate it with my bicycle to generate power. Now, even though the induction motor generator didn't work well back then, I'm still to this date interested in hooking up a generator to my bike and creating my own electrical energy. And thankfully, the comment section had the idea to simply use a car alternator to do that, which you can get more or less inexpensively from eBay. And in case you do not know, such generators are obviously used in cars and are turned by the motor of it in order to create electrical energy and thus charge up the car's battery to power all of the electronics. So I ordered one of those generators, and as you can see, it seems to be able to output a maximum of 120 amps at 12 volts, which equals a power of 1440 watts, which should be more than enough to power most of my home appliances. So in this video...
Hold on, how much?
So in this video, power of 1400, ordered one of those generators. And as you can see, it seems to be able to output a maximum of 120 amps at 12 volts, which equals a power of 1440 watts, which should be more than enough to power most of my home appliances. So in this video, let's hook this alternator up to my bike in order to finally create my long-desired bicycle generator setup and find out how much power I can truly produce on my own and whether I could power my home with it. Let's get started! This video is sponsored by JLC PCB. Feel free to visit their website jlcpcb.com to not only find out what awesome PCB and assembly services they offer, but also to easily upload your Gerber files and thus order affordable and high quality PCBs quickly. First off, let's have a closer look at the car alternator. As you can see, the front side comes with gear that features 6 ribs, which is pretty typical for such alternators. The backside was a bit more complicated though, with 2 big terminals which are both the plus output poles of the system, while the enclosure is the minus pole. And there were also 2 smaller pins a bit more hidden, whose function was not obvious yet. But anyway, to confirm that this alternator works, I simply hooked up my multimeter to its main output poles and gave the rotor a good spin. And as you can see, we get absolutely nothing on the multimeter. Brilliant! At this point, I thought that because the generator construction probably comes with 3 main coils, whose AC output voltage needs to get rectified with something like a 6-Puls-Brückenschaltung, the voltage drop of those diodes would be too high to get a usable output voltage at a low RPM. I mean, the voltage drop seems to be around 1 volt, and my low RPM might be able to create just that. And considering that a car uses at least 1000 to 2000 RPM to get 12 volts on the alternator's outputs, it was time to rotate faster. So I brought in an old bike I had laying around that came with a decent shifting system, at least for one side of it. I actually had to do some tinkering at the back wheel in order to get it into the highest gear. But after doing that, I was able to measure an RPM of around 300 to 400 while powering the bike with my hands. But as you probably already guessed, that was still not good enough, which means we need another additional gear system. And once again, it was the comment section that presented me with the most simple but promising solution. By simply removing the back wheel, deflating it and removing its tube as well as its tire, we are left with a rim which we can use as one complete gear wheel of the system, while the car alternator comes with the other wheel. And since the alternator's gear wheel features a diameter of around 7 cm, while the rim features a diameter of around 57 cm, we will get a gear ratio of around 8.14. That will hopefully be enough to turn the alternator fast enough. So next, I measured the approximate length for the mandatory drive belts, as well as the width for it, and finally decided on this 4-rib belt with a length of 2.49 meters, which seemed huge after receiving it, but on the plus side, it fit both sides perfectly and the system looked pretty promising so far. And after reinstalling the back wheel to the bike, it was time to do what I'm best at: woodworking. I know, my jokes are the best, but honestly I had to create a wood construction that not only holds the front wheel in place, but also something that elevates the back wheel and holds it in position as well, for which I also had to do some metal working. And after using some zip ties for the back wheel, everything seemed pretty tight and secure. So, last but not least, I added a big plank to the back of this wood construction, onto which I then aligned the car alternator before I secured it in place with metal brackets and a couple of screws. And just like that, the basic bicycle power generator setup was complete. So I once again hooked up my multimeter to the output of the alternator and turned the wheel as fast as possible. But as you can see, we still got no output voltage from the alternator. even though I reached an RPM of around 1500. Now, the reason is actually quite simple to understand, and can be experienced when we turn the rotor, which does not oppose any kind of resistance. But when we, for example, turn a BLDC motor on our own, then we can feel some kind of resistance, which is due to the utilized permanent magnets, which are actually mandatory to create an output voltage with a generator. Now, the car alternator does not feature such permanent magnets, but its rotor comes with an exciter coil that we can power with a DC voltage and thus current in order to turn it into a magnet. But after doing a lot of research online about my particular car alternator, I found pretty much no information on what pin to use for that. So I had to do some experiments. And as it turns out, the upper pin here seems to be somehow connected to the exciter coil. So I simply applied 12 volt to it, while I connected the minus pole to the chassis. And as you can see, we get the resistance we were looking for, and we can also create a DC output voltage. Awesome! That means that after applying this knowledge to the bike setup, we can finally create some power. As a test subject, I went with this 12 volt 21 watt light bulb, which after connecting it to the alternator and the power meter, can apparently get powered by the system without a problem. But using my hands to pedal was not really the best solution anymore. So it was time to get serious. And after I figured out how to properly sit on this bicycle construction, I was able to create a maximum power of around 20 watts for a brief moment. But notice how the exciter coil current changes constantly, and thereby ruining my effort to pedal at a constant rate. The reason is the regulator circuit of the alternator. When used with a car, it is utilized to basically create a constant 12 volt output voltage, no matter if I drive at a lower RPM of 2000 or a higher RPM of 5000, by simply adjusting the exciter current. But since I'm using a bicycle, this control
Hello, guidance. It's been a while. Thank you for dropping by.
circuit is just a hindrance, which is why I want to avoid it and directly power the exciter coil. And after mistreating the alternator quite a bit, I found the two wires which were directly connected to the coil, and thus I continued the bicycle test by using them. As you can see, with an exciter current of 1 amp, I got an average power of 8 watts, with 2 amps around 12 watts, and 3 amps did once again only deliver 8 watts, because the resistance was apparently too big, which caused the bell to slip. But with a current of 2 amps, I was able to create a constant max power of around 20 watts, at which point it was actually a good workout. That means, since I personally require around 2500 kilowatt hours of energy per year for my home, I would have to ride my bike generator setup for around 14.27 years to produce that amount of energy. But only if we ignore that we also need 12 watts of power for the exciter coil, which makes this generator setup almost useless. Except maybe if you want to charge up your phone.
Yeah.
But all in all, I finally got my bike generator system, thanks to the comment section. And I hope that you learned a thing or two as well through this video.
But I'm not gonna do that. The reward is too little.
If so, don't forget to like.
Maybe if you're gonna use like prisoners, that will work. Just freaking stick with installer. $44. It's nice harness.
The locals don't care for us, but they dislike the content. If you've a mind for additional mayhem, stop by a Den Diner Center.
Tech remnants, praise the Omnissiah.
Drive them out!
20 rounds.
How can this place be so full of evil?
Site of interest reached. Search the
Bro, get back into formation, bro. Where are you going? What's the special? C for Charlie.
gather all the salvage you have. Trade.
Don't scream on you tonight!
Furious. We have interlopers. Be merciful, brothers and sisters. Make it quick.
Servo Skull outpacing survey team.
Where the frick are you? Grimy veteran. Slow the frick down, bro. Slow down. You're way out of line, reject.
Serious injury! Initiating crowd control! Ranger neutralized!
I'll have you court-martialed or summarily executed before a commissar.
Barrel's going!
Terminate that duty! God!
Analysis completed. Acceptable.
I just did a negligent discharge.
A funny looking bunch, but we get the job done. Real boat man.
Accidental, actually. Hey man, wait for us, man. Meow 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 meow. You know, I love shotgun so much. I already maxed out the shotgun mastery for both types. Combat shotgun and the double barrel break action. And I really love shotguns. Especially manual action, you know, I don't like semi-autos. I like pump action.
This mission tests our metal!
That would seem to have restored power.
The hound is neutralized!
Wouldn't be walking around in my head, would you?
Why would I do that?
Because you're vaccinated. And because you've no sense of boundary.
One of those is true, the other false. I will leave you to decide which is which.
We must not fail the grandfather. Seek and kill.
C for Charlie. Hell yeah.
Engaging more protocols!
Frick. Frick. See, I told you, freaking wait for us, bro.
Sanction!
C for Charlie. Hell yeah. I love it.
Once more, varlets. Well done. I see that you have found a data reliquary. Bring it with you. You can access its contents at a Deadsider sanctuary or aboard the Morning Star.
Frick.
Take them out. My anointed.
See, man, I told you, wait for us, bro. Look what you did. Anyway, you know, I think I'll just do my lessons right here. I'm just gonna... I just have to move the laptop and the chair all the time. I mean, you know, so that I have a many physical activity every time I'm gonna go to work. Many physical activity when I went every time I go to work. I'm just saying, repeating to myself how it sounds. Yeah, see, I maxed out the combat shotgun and double barreled. Chainsaw. Quick play damnation. While it loads, let me try my setup. Yeah, I think this will work. But I think I'm gonna hang my light from the ceiling. Man, I don't wanna have to buy, another fan. I don't wanna have to buy another fan or have to set up another table for this. Well, I'm using a bar stool, a very high table. I mean, very high chair. So far, the collection has been great. Damn, they got me good. Lol. Picking up ads. What? What do you mean? Yeah, I think I gotta freaking rearrange my room. Man, I really hope I get a good paying company. The one that would do booking. And then I hope that the time slot is not very late at night. Then I wanna be a freaking normal person with a normal waking hours. You know, I've forgotten how underpowered I am because I haven't been grinding. Boom. Gotta stay with the group. Yeah, I love that. I didn't know I can just indefinitely like do it over and over again, the special attack. When I dig the chainsword, I just let it run while it's launched into an enemy. I love that. Yeah, they're making it stick. Maybe I should set up my workstation near the window so that I always have fresh air. Man, it's gonna be freaking... if there are visitors, they're gonna hear me teaching. It's gonna be freaking awkward because... English isn't very commonly used in the Philippines on a day-to-day basis. I mean, you wouldn't hear us conversing in English. The problem with me is, I don't really like it when people hear me speaking English because, I don't want them to think that I'm freaking being, trying to be prestigious. Because, being able to speak a foreign language is like a status symbol. And for some reason here in the Philippines, it has been very consistent. My observation is that when people try to do like a Mexican or Spanish accent, they actually do a French or an Italian accent. It's really interesting. It's really interesting. Even people at work, I've heard them try to mimic a Mexican accent or a, Hispanic accent, and what they actually do is like an Italian or French. It's very interesting, with a prolonged syllables. The people who I know back in college who do good impression of Mexican, those are the ones who are into pop culture. Really get deep into pop culture, which is not very good, but for the purpose of, I wouldn't say they're cultured. I mean, are you freaking cultured if all you know is freaking gang culture and drugs? Do you think that's cultured? I don't think so. I mean, why would you wanna... You know what I find interesting? Some rappers would, make lyrics about their situation because they wanna escape it. Meanwhile, people who have comfortable lives and live in a freaking nice village, they would freaking try to get into that life. Like I said, rich kids trying to sound poor. I'm not saying it's not valid, but why would you wanna downgrade your life? Why would you wanna be freaking scum if you have a good future ahead of you? Freaking throw away your life like that. Like I was doing back when I was younger. I was making a very big mistake. I'm paying for it. Glorifying the wrong things. You know, currently I know, not really know, but I'm familiar with some kids who come from a good neighborhood, from a good block. They have a freaking curfew there, and they close their gate, a gated community, and they all wanna be like the gangsters from GTA. Lie. And then, I knew people from college who are way better off than I am, very well off. And they would freaking, they glorify, El Chapo. And, I'm not saying those are like bad people, but I don't know. They want that kind of life. And I don't know. They wanna bring that to the Philippines. I don't know. Because I won't understand everyone really. I mean, even I am not very easy to understand. To each their own. As long as they don't do delinquent stuff. Onto other people. I got my own stuff to worry about, and I remember people from college really into, Breaking Bad. I wouldn't wanna pattern my life on that life. No, I'm saying, all I wanna say is, I'm not about that life. And I hope that people respect that, because a lot of people don't. A lot of people want you to be a gangster, because that's their idea of being strong. They want you to have the same vices they do. They want you to have the same priorities they do. Yeah, I'm a very judgmental person, but I'm also big on liberty. No, I respect your liberty. I hope you respect mine. The problem is, people wanna get it, but people don't wanna give it. I'm so used to fake libertarians. damn, I'm freaking alone and there's a boss in front of me. Man, I'm dead. No, Angel. Sorry. It's called Dark Tide. Yeah, I hope you're doing well, bro. I'm unemployed now. You know that. I'm unemployed at the moment. I resigned from my company. Yeah. But you know, I had a 30-day notice. Now I plan to be an English teacher. You know, I mean, the whole purpose of me setting up a solar setup at home is to freaking work from home. So, you know, I guess, you know, this is what God wanted. Freaking God's plan. You can say coincidence, but you know, whatever. I mean, you know, good English, but let's see. I guess so. Being in customer service and tech support. You know, I'm used to people so unwilling to follow. They are more hard-headed than kids. Oh, I think this is the highest difficulty I can play. I'm allowed to play, so it's great that we're doing progress. We're making progress. Frick.
Their landing fleet can run into your posting.
Frick.
Job's done. We can stay alive as a bonus.
That got it! I don't want to know. Like an effort. Thank you, veteran.
Damn, it's getting hot in here in my room. Wonder what the problem is. I like to dig my chainsword into the enemy. Come on, let's get out of here. Evacuate. Get into Valkyrie. So yeah, Immediately after streaming, I think I'm gonna go check something. Yeah, I think I'm gonna resolder my one of my own headphones. So how's the stream? Is it okay? Is it
It's been a very long time since.
running fine? Yeah, I think it's running well. And then I wonder what the last level is called. Well, I'm just gonna play let's play Genshin Impact. I haven't played Genshin in a long while. Hold on. Firefox. They're really gonna go out. Got stuff to do. So I don't wanna make my life unmanageable anymore. Haven't played this in a while. Feels so different. Oh, it's already Saturday, I didn't realize. What to do? Meow.
Armed and ready. Gonna be epic.
Why is there like a lag? Oh.
I got you, boss. Buckle up!
You really know how to get me going.
Drop your weapons!
Lola, get them!
Hands where I can see them!
Out of the frying pan!
Final warning! Adventure time! Look alive! Drop your weapons!
Eat this! Are you here to play?
You asked for it!
Over here! The more, the merrier! Over here!
You asked for Let's light it up! Teamwork is dreamwork!
You're the merrier! Over here!
Let's get it on! Final warning!
Blink!
Hands where I can see them!
Oh, now you've got me worked up. How to get me going?
Drop your stuff!
The more, the merrier. Out of the frying pan, into the fire. Over here. Blink. Nice and spicy. Let me amuse myself a little.
Let's light it up! Stop right there!
Out of the frying pan, into the fire.
Meow meow meow. Three more times with that. And then what else do I have to do on Genshin? I think the explanation.
Look alive! Hi! You asked for it!
There you are.
Drop your weapons! Gloves off!
Let me amuse myself a little. Over here.
Let's get it on! Ha! Hi!
The more, the merrier. Get them. Eat this.
Go ahead!
Let me amuse myself a little.
Stop right there! Justice will prevail!
The merrier. Blink. Over here. Let me amuse myself. Oh, now you've got me worked up. Get me going.
Let's light it up! Everybody stand back! Drop your weapons!
Let me amuse myself a little.
You asked for it!
Let me amuse myself.
I wonder if if they're gonna allow me to park my bike at Unimart today.
Look alive! Eat this! You asked for it!
Am I going to Unimart or Cubao? I don't even know.
Get them! Stop right there! Teamwork is strength! Over here! Justice will prevail! Nice and spicy! Blink! Drop your weapons! Look alive! You're dead meat! Everybody stand back! Blink! Bubba, get them! Final warning! Hands where I can see them! Let's light it up! The merrier! Teamwork is dreamwork! Let's get it on! Hi! Off we go! Let's light it up! You asked for it! Ha! You're toast! Drop your weapons! At the fry pan! There, adventure time! Here to play. Everybody stand back! You asked for it! The merrier! Let's light it up! Blink! Bubba, get them! Over here! Final warning! The more, the merrier! You're really hurt! At the fry pan, it's going in! Over here! Look alive! You really know how to get me going. You're toast! Nice and spicy! Let's light it up! Stop right there! Hands where I can see them! Let me amuse myself a little. Look at me. Just...
But you know, it's still almost like 2 p.m. so it's still hot under the sun. I don't wanna go right now, maybe later in a bit
Look alive!
when the sun is a little lower. Lol.
Add as...
It's already max. It's a 3-star item only. Totally. Yeah. So that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for dropping by. No, I haven't streamed in a while or played online games in a while, so I'm very grateful. Thank you. See ya. Bye bye. Bye bye. Thank you.